apply pressure. My thing is this: I seen it all. I'm there to entertain. You know, you show up and I'm gonna show up.
What did you just call me?
Mayweather.
Yes.
But they like
Mike Tyson and Mayweather don't like each other.
Huh.
Sparring.
Yeah.
Right? It looked like there was agreements made.
Yeah. Working.
I do not know if Mike would honor any of those agreements.
I was thinking about the fight just now, but I don't
Iron Mike Tyson recently dropped a bombshell about his upcoming clash with Floyd Mayweather that's sending shockwaves through the combat sports community. Word from the negotiation table suggests Floyd's attorneys have been crafting specific contractual terms that could dramatically alter how this April 25th showdown in Congo unfolds, and the revelations are far more shocking than anticipated. When Tyson addressed these stipulations, his statements left fans wondering whether Mayweather genuinely fears stepping into the squared circle with the legendary heavyweight at age 59.
You know, a lot of times, you know, in the past, people was like, you know, you hear people saying that, you know, from what I hear, Floyd Mayweather is scared. He's a coward. Me, myself, I don't want to see a coward fight. This is called boxing. And I'm the best at what I do.
The most explosive revelation centers around knockout regulations, with sources indicating Floyd's camp is advocating for exhibition parameters that would either completely prohibit knockouts or establish unique procedures should a fighter hit the canvas. Insiders suggest this originates from Masters Division boxing rules governing competitors over 35, potentially including no knockout clauses designed to shield aging athletes from severe neurological damage. Mayweather's team allegedly demands these protective measures be cemented in the agreement before any final signatures occur.
If you win, it's how you win. And people always remember a winner. I always find a way to win. So with my career, they're going to say, no matter what you say, Floyd Mayweather found a way to win.
Tyson's response to these requirements was characteristically blunt and devastating. Sources indicate he expressed disbelief that Floyd genuinely wants this confrontation, stating the entire affair will prove harmful to Mayweather's well-being, regardless of agreed-upon stipulations. Those privy to Mike's discussions describe him as almost entertained, suggesting he possesses knowledge Floyd lacks about what transpires when they're confined together inside those ropes. Despite understanding Tyson's capabilities, Floyd apparently committed to the bout by signing the finalized contract.
Sign the contract, big boy. Come on, sign the contract.
The glove specifications reveal fascinating strategic considerations according to those familiar with negotiations. Mayweather's representatives are insisting on 16-ounce gloves rather than the conventional 8 or 10-ounce equipment used in professional competition. This doubles the standard padding and serves dual purposes according to boxing insiders. The additional weight hampers Mike's explosive hand velocity since heavier gloves reduce throwing speed, while simultaneously providing Floyd substantially greater protection when defending against incoming strikes. Combat sports analysts suggest those extra 6 ounces of cushioning could determine whether Mayweather survives the distance or suffers unconsciousness.
There are possibly situations where both guys agree to go, not to go 100% on each other or whatnot. Because again, I'll reiterate, Mike Tyson is still 58. No matter what you think of him, 58 years old brain. If they're really fighting, he's going to hit him. Tyson doesn't have that crazy head movement that he had in his youth. First of all, that's an energy-burning style. At 58 years old, you're not pulling that style off. Tyson didn't even have that style in his mid-30s when he was almost at retirement age. He was already not moving his head like that. So
the physical disparity between these warriors is absolutely staggering. Tyson scaled 228 pounds for his Jake Paul encounter last November, while Mayweather registered 161 pounds during his latest exhibition against John Gotti III. This creates a mind-boggling 67-pound advantage for the heavyweight legend, representing possibly the most extreme size difference in major combat sports history.
I keep my weight around between, I'd say 155, 150, go up and down. I try to keep my weight around 150, 155. If I go up a little bit higher, then, I push myself a little bit more. It's just the discipline for myself. I do it for myself. Even when I was fighting at 154,
right,
I was always walking around at 150, 152.
Right.
Always.
Negotiation sources reveal Floyd's team consistently references this massive weight gap when justifying their numerous special provisions and protective clauses. Boxing historians suggest this differential might establish an unprecedented record for weight variance in any documented elite-level combat sports competition, making the matchup even more extraordinary.
An exhibition with Tyson, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mike is so much bigger than him.
Yeah,
he's
but
so much bigger than him.
he's not gonna land a fist on Mayweather.
Right.
It's
gonna
not
be
after
hard.
his last performance. It's heartbreaking to see a icon go out like that.
Yeah.
You know, and
But it's crazy also to
The round configuration presents another significant battleground based on insider information. Mayweather prefers 2-minute segments instead of traditional 3-minute rounds, spanning 8 total rounds for the complete contest. This structure massively benefits his defensive methodology by reducing time spent dealing with Mike's relentless pressure while providing more frequent recovery intervals. Although Tyson's camp initially resisted this format, preferring standard duration, they ultimately conceded because they're confident Mike can inflict damage regardless of timing constraints. The contract allegedly contains explicit language addressing knockdown scenarios, differing significantly from professional boxing's standard 10-count procedure, potentially including extended recovery periods, immediate medical assessments, or complete fight termination following severe canvas contact.
still, like, he shouldn't have been in there.
Recent training footage from Mike's camp shows him absolutely demolishing sparring partners with the identical vicious combinations that established his reputation as history's most feared heavyweight. Sources from his Las Vegas facility report Mike recently connected with professional fighter Marcus Williams using a liver shot, followed by a devastating right hook that hospitalized the younger competitor. Williams, aged 28 with a 15-3 record, required paramedic attention after Mike's assault less than 3 weeks ago, demonstrating the 59-year-old's power remains legitimately lethal.
Going, Floyd. Talk to me all about this as you get ready to get back in that boxing ring once again.
Well, not really training right now.
Not yet.
You know, the fight is in 2026. We still, ironing out everything, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be exciting.
Floyd's preparation philosophy contrasts dramatically, according to those observing his training sessions. He's collaborating with defensive specialist Derek James, who develops elite boxers like Errol Spence Jr., drilling movement patterns specifically designed to maintain distance from Mike's punching range. The game plan involves circling, jabbing, and constant motion while avoiding entrapment against ropes or corners where Tyson inflicts maximum devastation. Mayweather understands perfect defensive execution throughout 8 complete rounds, represents his sole survival pathway. The financial architecture surrounding this spectacle is absolutely enormous, according to industry insiders. Both combatants receive $50 million minimum guarantees before any pay-per-view calculations, with total event projections ranging between $500–700 million, including global broadcast rights, streaming platform agreements, sponsorship packages, and live gate revenue from Congo Stadium. Additional pay-per-view revenue splits could potentially earn each fighter over $150 million total, making this one of the highest-grossing combat sports events ever conceived.
Slide and drop. Punch it, wait it, help me go. Drop. Walk it. Punch it.
The Democratic Republic of Congo venue selection carries profound symbolic significance as the site where Muhammad Ali knocked out George Foreman during 1974's legendary Rumble in the Jungle. CSY Sports deliberately chose this location to recreate that iconic atmosphere and capture worldwide attention, with Congo's government investing heavily in infrastructure improvements to accommodate massive international media presence and fan attendance expected for this historic occasion.
Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather don't like each other. They have not liked each other forever.
Tyson and Mayweather.
The contractual framework reportedly includes judging and scoring provisions despite the exhibition format. 3 licensed judges will score every round using standard 10-point must systems, though no official winner gets announced regardless of scorecards. This protects Floyd's perfect 50-50 record even if he loses every round on all cards, allowing him to maintain his undefeated legacy remains completely intact by dismissing it as entertainment-based exhibition competition.
It is weird. It's money grabs. I don't like it, but it's fun.
Mike's statements about this being detrimental to Floyd's health aren't merely promotional rhetoric, according to boxing analysts. Tyson's 44 knockouts across 58 professional contests represent a 76% knockout ratio among heavyweight history's highest percentages. Recent training clips demonstrate Mike generating identical explosive power from his compact frame that terrorized opponents throughout the 1980s, with biomechanics experts confirming his hip rotation and weight transfer remain technically flawless despite advancing age.
Put him in front of me, I'll beat him to show the world that I'm the best, and someday I will go down in history as the best. Dude, I beat more champions that's going in the Hall of Fame than he beat in his career period. So we gonna X him off. Wow, I accomplished more than he did. Go to another guy. Let's go.
But Floyd, here's the thing.
I don't want to hear.
Floyd has never suffered a knockout throughout his entire 50-fight professional career, but analysts emphasize he's never encountered anyone resembling Mike Tyson's unique attributes. Mayweather's biggest power punchers included Shane Mosley, Marcos Maidana, and Canelo Alvarez, all elite competitors, but none were true heavyweights employing Mike's specific peekaboo pressure fighting methodology. Boxing historians note Floyd's resume contains literally no comparable matchups from which to draw meaningful conclusions.
It was okay, but you don't know what you got in store, baby. You got to face the God of War. And get ready, baby. Fire in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Medical requirements for this contest are extraordinarily comprehensive according to those familiar with protocols. Both athletes must complete thorough neurological examinations including brain MRI scans, cognitive function assessments, and cardiovascular stress testing. While Mike's ulcer complications delayed his Jake Paul fight by 4 months last year, recent medical evaluations reportedly returned completely clear results. Floyd's primary concern involves his hands, having battled brittle bone issues throughout his career, requiring specialized wrapping techniques and careful management strategies.
I beat more world champions than any fighter in history. I'm 50-0, but half of my fights was world title fights. Every day, when I just look around, and sometimes when I get up, I don't get up like...
A crucial detail flying under the radar involves exact ring dimensions specified in the contract. Sources claim Floyd's team demanded a 24-foot ring instead of the standard 20-foot competition size, providing significantly more space for movement and circling away from Mike's pressure. Those additional 4 feet make cutting off angles much more difficult for Tyson while preventing Floyd from getting trapped against the ropes, demonstrating how meticulously Mayweather's team is considering every potential advantage. Referee selection represents another critical component according to insiders, with both camps possessing veto power over officiating choices while seeking someone experienced in handling exhibition matches between veteran fighters. The referee's style will dramatically impact fight dynamics, allowing inside work and delayed clinch breaks favors Mike's smothering approach, while constant separations giving Floyd space to reset benefits his movement and defensive strategy.